Good morning. It's Debbie from Yoga on Main with a sequence today that will be not taxing at all on your wrists. So we won't be doing any down dogs. We won't be doing any plank positions today. We'll be doing some standing, some warrior poses, and some moving and some breathing movements. So with that said, let's begin. We're going to start today in a seated position on our mat. So I'm going to come into a seated siddhasa, bringing one foot in front of the other, but you can also place one ankle on top, whichever feels good to you. And then take a moment to let your sit bones ground you into the earth. Roll your shoulders up and back and tuck your chin slightly under, and then just connect with your breath right now. So close your eyes. Close your lips and take a breath in through your nose and exhale through the nose. Just observe your body relaxing as you take another breath in, filling the top of your lungs with air, and then exhale, releasing the breath as you relax your shoulders, your shoulder blades, down your back, keeping that chin tucked slightly under. And take a couple more breaths on your own. Find your center as you ground yourself into your practice today. Whenever you're ready, we're going to flutter open your eyes and bring the crown of your head right over your tailbone. Now, take a breath. We're going to lift the shoulders up towards our ears, shrugging your shoulders. And as you exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then take your right hand and place it on top of your left ear. And then release your shoulders back and down. Take another breath. We're going to take that left hand out to the side. Walk as far away as you can. And as you exhale, try to relax that right ear a little closer towards the right shoulder. Now, keeping the left hand on the mat, we're going to lift the right arm up towards the sky. And on this exhale, we're going to take the left hand out and lower your elbow or forearm towards the mat. Stay here for a couple of breaths, reaching towards the left and then softening that left elbow or left forearm a little deeper. See if you can look up towards the sky and pull that right shoulder back just a little bit. Keep that right sit bone grounding you to the earth. Now with your left hand, we're going to take both arms back up to center, place your palms together, and then bring your hands to your heart. Now, take your hands down by your knees. We're going to take another breath. And then soften the shoulder blades down your back once more. On an inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And this time, when you exhale, let left ear relax towards the left shoulder. Now, taking left hand, place it on the right ear. And gently pull your head over to the left a little bit, and then as you exhale, relax the shoulder blades down. Feel that wonderful stretch inside of your right neck, and then walk the right hand out as you breathe in and exhale. Now, placing the right fingertips on the earth, we're going to lift the left hand up towards the sky, and then exhale, we're going to lower the right forearm towards the mat. Take a breath, reaching for the right side, and then softening, taking your gaze up towards that left bicep, maybe even pulling it back a little bit, keeping your left sit bone grounded. Take a couple of breaths right here. Now as you breathe in, we're going to reach that left hand up and take the right hand up to meet, and then bring both hands to your heart center. Oh, take a big breath and open the arms up wide, sort of like a goddess pose, and then lift your chin. And then interlace your hands behind your back. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and open up through the collarbones as you lift up. And then with this exhale, we're going to dive forward, tucking the chin under. Now see if you can lift the hands up, and then lower the forehead towards the mat. Maybe one more in-breath. And exhale. Now release your hands and place them on your knees. Round up one vertebrae at a time. Now we're just going to switch legs here. So whichever leg you have in front or on top, just switch and take a moment to position yourself. Let yourself settle in and ground once more. And then as we breathe in, we're going to take both arms up overhead once more. And as we breathe out, we're going to take right hand to left knee and left hand to your spine. Expand the breath between every space. And then as you squeeze the breath out, we're going to draw the navel in and twist. Twisting from your core area. Looking over the left shoulder now. Breathe and twist. Now take both arms back up as you inhale. So if you can lift that heart a little higher. And then take left hand to right knee and right hand behind your back as you exhale. Breathe in. And as you exhale, navel to spine, and then twisting from your core, turn your upper body towards the right this time. See if you can take another expanding breath, and then twist a little deeper. Now bringing both arms back up overhead, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Now, we're going to place our hands behind our back, and take your knees out in front of you. Just windshield wiper your legs back and forth, and take your gaze the opposite direction. So just gently massaging the hips, and then cross your feet. Now, you can use any way that feels good for you to get up, but to develop some core strength, we're going to rock back and forth, and see if you can press your feet into the earth and lift yourself up into a standing pose. So whatever it takes, get yourself up into a standing position. Now, from your standing position, we're going to bring our hands back to the heart center. Take a breath. And let those shoulder blades relax down your back once more. Now I'm going to turn sideways, and you're going to point your right foot forward and take a big step back with the left foot. And then soften that right knee, turning your left toes at 10 o'clock. Press the outside edge into the mat. As you breathe in, we're going to lean forward and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, we're going to squeeze the navel, palms together, like you're pulling energy up from the arches of your feet. Inhale, exhale, breathing in and out. 2 more. So we're getting these little lunges in today. And then hold. We're going to sweep our arms out and up to the strong warrior one pose today. So breathe into it. And soften. Push your pelvis forward just a little bit, pressing both feet into the earth. Take the pinkies in and thumbs out so we can lift up a little higher. This time, look up. And as you exhale, we're going to turn into warrior two pose. So take a big breath in your warrior two pose. And exhale. While we're in a warrior two, we're going to go palms up and palms down. So palms up and palms down. Pressing with the feet, breathing in, up, and exhaling, palms down. 2 more, in, out, and last one. Now we're going to straighten out right leg, pressing in with both feet. Lift your hands up over your head for exalted warrior. And then exhale back, palms down, into warrior two. So 4 more times. In, out, breathing and lifting, pressing as you exhale. 2 more. Last one. And return to strong warrior two. We're going to bend the right elbow, take a breath, and then just see if you can take right elbow to right knee. And if you can't, that's too difficult today, just take right hand. So whatever feels good. Left arm comes up as you breathe in, and then let it relax across the ear for a side angle pose. If some of you want to come all the way down to your right foot, you can do that. Whatever works for you today. So on an in-breath, we're going to return to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, out. Inhale, amplify. Breathe in, modify, it doesn't matter. 2 more. Last one. And return to warrior two. Now from our warrior two pose, we're in that strengthening pose once more. This time take left hand down the left leg, and right arm is going to reach up for a peaceful warrior. So pressing in with the right foot this time, we're going to straighten out right leg again and reach up and over to the left as we reverse our warrior Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Warrior two, reverse warrior. Then we're coming to warrior two. Take a big breath. And as you exhale, extend your side angle. And with one big breath, we're going to reach up and over, reversing your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. So find this flow. And go to slow and feels good, or do a little faster if that feels good. And then we're going to end in warrior two once more. From your warrior two, take a big breath. Place your hands at your leg creases and turn both toes towards the front of your mat. So I'm going to say like 12 o'clock. And if you want to heel toe the feet out a little farther, you can. So from this pose, we're going to take a big breath and hinging from your leg creases, your hips, push your hips back towards the left side of the mat and drop your sternum towards the mat. Now place your hands on the mat. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Place left hand in the middle. And as we breathe in, we're going to take right arm out and up. And then look up at that right thumb. And let that right hand relax towards the left. Expand the breath. And then take it back to the mat. Now look to the left. We're going to lift the left hand out and up. Stay here as you press with the right and reach with the left. And as you exhale, return the left hand down. Breathing in, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Two more. In, out. Big breath, expanding. Exhale, releasing. Last one. Now soften the knees. Place your hands at your leg creases with a flat spine. Rise up. And we're going to turn our toes at 10 and 2. And then soften the knees as we come into a goddess pose today. So come into this beautiful goddess pose. Bring your hands at your heart center. Press the palms, press the feet. Push the hips forward a little bit. Breathe in. Donnie's doing down dog. And we're going to open our arms into goalpost right now. So breathe in. And this time we're going to take right elbow over the left and wrap your wrist or bring your hands back to back. Lifting your hands up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, elbows and hips down a little bit. Breathe in and press. So 3, 2, last one. And open up. And then place your hands at your leg creases. And then we're just going to take a moment to turn right toes at 2 o'clock and left toes at 12. And then we're going to sweep the arms back up overhead and back to heart center. So like we did on our right leg forward, we're going to breathe into that lunge and exhale like we're gathering energy from the arches of our feet. Squeeze the belly, zip up your tightest skinny jeans. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now arms up overhead for this beautiful warrior one pose. Pressing the feet in the earth. Push the pelvis slightly forward, pinkies in, thumbs up. See how high you can lift the heart as you root those feet into the earth. And then take a gaze up and exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to open in that strong warrior two once more. So breathe into it and soften as you exhale. So palms up, inhale, palms down. Breathing in and out. Into the nose, out the nose for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now bend that elbow. Oh no, we're going to come into exalted warrior. So pressing the left foot, straighten out left leg, and palms together as you lift up. Exalted warrior, exhale warrior two. Inhale exalted warrior, exhale warrior two. 3, 2, and 1. And warrior two, now side angle. Bend the elbow, breathe in, exhale, extend your side ankle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. In, out. Breathe in, amplify or modify. Last one. And then warrior two. Now right hand is going to come down, the left hand's going to come up this time for a peaceful warrior. Maybe straighten out left leg and reach to the right as we reverse our warrior. And as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do one more, reverse warrior, and exhale, this time into extended side angle. Now big breath, up and over, and exhale, extended side angle. Inhaling, up and over, exhaling, extended side angle. Two more, in, out. Last one, and empty. Now both hands are going to come back to that strong warrior two. Hands at the leg creases, turning both toes towards 12 o'clock once more. This time we're going to heel toe the feet in a little closer to where they're wider than hip, and we're going to set the hips back. You'll push your hands on your knees, and if you can stay, you can stay here if you want, and we're going to come down to the palms together once more, or you can lower all the way down to a squat. So whatever feels good to you today, then move around. So you're going to push those knees apart a little bit and breathe into the squat pose. And if you're up here in the high squat, move around a little bit and loosen up the hip sockets. Get them lubricated and warmed up today for whatever activities is in your plans today. Breathe in and soften. Now from this, we're going to press our feet into the earth, hips back, so you can reach out and all the way up once more. And then exhale, hands at your heart. Now go ahead and heel toe your feet back together. We're going to turn back towards the top of our mat and step right foot forward. Go ahead and step left foot back, but keep a little bit shorter distance this time. And then left toes, let's point them at about 11 o'clock. So pelvis forward, not forward, but pelvis in neutral. Shoulders, hips are all one line right now. We're going to take our arms up overhead and then take them behind your back. You can find elbows, wrist, or reverse prayer-like position. Now scissor, or let left hip come forward a little bit, and just gently with your right foot, push that right hip back. Push the pelvis slightly forward, breathe in, and then hinging from leg creases once more. Look towards your right big toe. Left hip forward, right hip back, breathe in, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly out of the way and lower the eyebrow center towards the right shin for pyramid pose. Take a beautiful breath in pyramid pose. And as you exhale, try to release. Keep your feet rooting you into the earth right now. Some people call this intense side stretch. So you might be feeling a real intense. Listen to your body and don't go down too far. Now, wherever you are, release your hands. We're going to place the left hand by right foot, or kind of right a little bit at a diagonal. And then right hand is going to take your right thumb and just push that right hip back a little bit. And then look to your right. Maybe you can lift your right hand up to the sky for twisted triangle. Breathe in and out. Now soften that knee. We're going to sweep the arms out and up once more. And then exhale, hands to heart. Turn both toes towards 12 o'clock. Go ahead and heel toe the feet back out once more. Hinging from the leg creases, lower down. And place both hands in the middle. Now, breathe in. We're going to bend the right knee. Walk both hands over towards the right foot. See if you can lower the hips down towards that right foot till you feel a nice intense stretch on your right inner thigh. If that feels good to you today. And then bring your hands to your heart for a little tiptoe balancing. Take a breath. And then bring both hands under the shoulders. We're going to press in with that right foot, hips back to center. And then walk your foot to the left knee and lower your hips towards that left heel. Turning the right toes up, hands to heart. Kung Fu balance pose. I love this pose. That's such a good stretch on your inner thighs today. See if you can get shoulders and hips in one line, and then hands under the shoulders. I about lost it. And then we're going to come back to center. Now we're going to turn the left toes towards the top of the mat. We're going to take a little step up with the right foot so we have a little shorter stance. And right toes should be right about 1 o'clock right now. Square the hips. towards the front of the mat. And then pelvis in neutral. So go ahead and make sure your pelvis is in alignment. Crown of the head is reaching up, and hands are somewhere behind your back, either elbows, wrists, or reverse prayer-like position. Breathe in, right hip forward, left hip back. Begin to reach the crown of the head towards the top of the mat and look at your left pinky. Some of you, this may be it, and that is fine. Listen to your intuitive side of your body and only go what feels good for you. Maybe you can lower down a little more and look at your left shin, relaxing a little deeper into your pyramid pose today. Breathe in, soften, allow, let go. Now, place that right hand down and walk it at a diagonal away from the left toes. So, left thumb is going to push that left hip back, and you're going to take your gaze towards the left, breathing in, maybe lifting that left hand up to the sky for a twisted triangle today. Take a breath. One more. And then soften the knee and place your hands under the shoulders. Now we're going to reach out and up, hands back at heart, and return back to your center. Now, walk the feet back in together, and I don't do a lot of balancing, and I feel like I really should. So, because my balance isn't the greatest, and it's something that I've been neglecting in my practices, I've noticed. So, today, take a moment to root your feet into the earth. Walk back and forth until you find your center and you feel grounded to the earth beneath you. And then placing your right foot out to the side, bring it either to your calf or above your knee. So it can be below the knee or above the knee, just not on the knee. And then see if you can find your balance. Keep that left hip strong. Bringing your hands back to your heart today. See if you can hold for 3 breaths. Find a drishti point, keeping your chin tucked slightly under. Last one, whenever you're ready, safely step down and shake it off. Shake your hands, shake your feet, roll your head around, whatever feels good. And then come back to your center. Find your grounding. Rock back and forth and try not to grip with your toes, but root all 4 corners of your feet into the earth. Bringing those hands back to your heart center, take the left foot out, bring it either to your calf or assist it up, to your inner thigh. And then stay strong on your right side as you bring your hands at your heart center. Now I'm going to say yogi choice. So you can take pinkies in, thumbs out, lifting your arms up, lifting your heart a little higher as you find your favorite tree pose today. Or maybe you would like to try hands behind your back like we did in pyramid pose. Hey, you're moving, you're breathing today. It doesn't matter how many times you get in and out of your tree. One more breath. Bringing the hands back to your heart or center. Gather them back to your heart along with all that positive energy. And then step out of your pose nice and safe and rock back and forth once more. Let's come into our dancer pose today by taking right foot forward and left foot back. Just like we're going to come into a warrior. And then we're going to lean in, take your right hand forward and your left hand back. So arms are like one straight line, and we're looking at a right thumb right now. On an in-breath, come up onto the right foot, bend the left knee, and see if you can find your foot. You can stay here, or you can begin to hinge from the leg crease. And on an inhale, see if you can find some length, and exhale, find some softness. So breathe in. Breathe out. So you can hold for 2 more breaths today. Last one. Hands come back to your heart. And I'm going to do the other side. So I'm just going to step with my right foot forward. My left foot forward this time and my right foot back. And I'm going to bring my left hand in front, looking at my left thumb. And take my right hand straight behind like one line. On an inhale, come up on the ball of the right foot and bend the right knee. Stay here. Or See if you can find your dancer pose today. Standing bow, dancer, breathing in, out, expanding, softening. Last one, and releasing. And bring your hands back to your heart. Now we're going to come back to our mats. So come back down onto your mat, any way that you can safely get there. And then we're just going to lie down on our back and bring your knees in towards your chest. Wrapping your arms around your legs, give yourself a hug. And then taking your arms out to a T, we're going to let both knees go to the left as you look to the right. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat and just stay here for a couple of breaths. Now bring the knees back to center. Take the knees to the right as you gaze to the left. Just real soft right now. Breathing real gently into the nose and out through the nose. And then bring the knees back to center. Give yourself a big hug. And then wrap your peace fingers around the big toes. We're going to bring the knees into the armpit area. See if you can pull them all the way down to the mat beside you. And then rock back and forth. Now for some of you that need to stimulate your kidney meridian, the bladder area, you may take your hands on the inside arches of your feet and pull the knees down. It's just a little bit different. You feel a little different stretch. And then we're going to release the feet towards the sky and take your hands down by your side. Palms up, adjust your shoulders, tuck your chin slightly under, breathe in to your waterfall position today. Today's practice has not had anything taxing on your wrist, but it's been a good way to have a moving, breathing meditation today. So I hope you've enjoyed today's practice. If you want a little more from this inversion today, just rock your hips up, walk your hands up your back, and allow your toes to relax over your head into a plow position. So keeping the hands supporting the low back, or taking the hands, interlacing fingers and pressing them into the earth as you come into your plow. So what plow will do, it stimulates that thyroid, parathyroid, and thymus gland. If you want to go one step farther today, and it's in your practice, support your back with your hands, keeping your elbows shoulder width apart. Lift one foot and then the other as you come into your shoulder stand today. So breathe in, walking those hands up the back. This inversion will just help your circulatory system today. So will waterfall though. So just whatever's in your practice, be safe and honor where your body is. Last beautiful breath. And then real safely come down one vertebrae at a time. Hug the legs in towards your body. Give yourself one last hug, thanking yourself for practicing today. And then take your legs out towards the end of your mat. Relax the feet and take your hands down by your side, palms up. Take a big breath, and I want you to squeeze your hands, tighten the muscles in your feet, frown, clench your teeth, scrunch your eyes shut, and then let go. Notice that comforting feeling when you let go of all the tension that you're holding inside your body. Now rock your feet towards your hips, roll over to your side, pause briefly, and then press yourself up to a comfortable seated position today. And bring your hands back to that heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Much peace, much love, and namaste.